complicated little maze system there.
And she made the joke yesterday, didn't she, that Conchita was one-time runner-up here in Indian Wells, and Conchita said, come on, go one better than I did here. And she's done exactly that. Mum's the first to offer her congratulations, and rightly so. And this is a wonderful moment. These two have such a fabulous relationship. And so nice to see them warmly congratulating one another there off the back of one of the biggest wins of her career.
Incredible moments for Mirra and her whole team. And Jason, we've been talking about her for a couple of years. She was a great junior player. Everyone could see the potential. But then to see that huge jump and to see it just all happen in the course of the last 12 months as she progressed through every level, and now the belief that she can win on the very highest of levels.
Made the big breakthrough at the majors last year at Roland Garros, beating Sabalenka on the way to a semi-final showing there. But this season, she is raising the bar and setting.
And last but not least, I would again like to thank myself for for fighting until the end, and for always believing in me, and for never quitting. And I don't know, I tried to run like a rabbit today because yeah, well, I was running like a rabbit today because Aryna, she's been sending bullets, and it was really hard to just keep up. So I just tried my best, and that's why I would thank myself, because I think that everyone.
Mirra, I'm going to have you stand right next to
Mirra Andreeva wins this one in 3 sets against Aryna Sabalenka. Mirra showed a lot of frustration, launching a ball into the crowd, smashed her racket a couple of times, kind of being dismissive towards her box during the match, who were yelling instructions to her. So in her box today was her agent, her mother, and her coach, Conchita Martinez, and that's such a wonderful team that's turning out to be 2 wins in a row, 2 WTA titles in a row for Mirra, as she is on, I think, about a 12-match win streak, and we'll see how she goes into Miami. Everyone's going to be watching Mirra going into the Miami Open, which starts just in a couple of days for this Sunshine Double. So very, very interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I don't think a lot of people know, including myself, how well Mirra plays on clay. The clay season is about to kick off later this month, so we know how she plays on hard court. Obviously, she's doing so well in that. Madison Keys, last night, her winning streak came to an end against Sabalenka, and Sabalenka played so well in the first set, kind of dropped off in the second, and then kind of faded away in the third. Wasn't able to come up with her first Indian Wells title. Sabalenka is #1 over there in the desert. We'll see how Sabalenka does in this upcoming Miami Open. Defending champion Danielle Collins will be playing in the Miami Open. We'll see how she does to try to defend her title over there in Florida. But I think everyone's going to be watching this Mirra Andreeva, Aryna Sabalenka, of course, Iga Swiatek. Those are the top 3 probably to win Miami Open. But we'll see what happens. Anything can happen in this very competitive WTA. I keep on saying this, and I'm excited about Andreeva because she may be a player that is able to maintain greatness. You know, Coco Gauff started playing super young. Iga Swiatek, pretty young too, not as young as Coco Gauff, but you know, tennis is always looking for the next best thing, the next best player, especially on the WTA side. And, you know, remember Jennifer Capriati, that whole thing? She started way too young. She was 13 years old. You know, Maria Sharapova, she didn't quite turn out to be the next best thing. Of course, she did win some Grand Slam titles, but, you know, we're looking for another GOAT, another Serena Williams, another Steffi Graf, another Chris Everett, another Martina Navratilova, who was on court today watching this one in the stadium over there in Indian Wells, is Mirra Andreeva. I think the correct pronunciation is Andreeva. Is she the next GOAT? Well, it's way too early to tell, but right now she's on the right path. She's only 17 years old. they need to watch. Make sure she doesn't get burned out. She's so young. So Russia wins today over Belarus, and we'll see what happens there. And then does Mirra bring the more realm of rivalries? A Sabalenka versus a Andreeva. That is a really interesting rivalry that could be shaping up. And then Andreeva versus Swiatek. That could be another very interesting rivalry there. I think Iga Swiatek and Mirra Andreeva played a couple weeks ago, and Swiatek lost, and then both of these two played yesterday. We know what happened there. Swiatek lost, and Sabalenka, I think, getting her first loss against Mirra in this one too. They played a few other times, so Mirra looked really lost starting this match. Maybe a little bit of nerves, but she has a winning style here, and we'll see how long she can keep this up. Remember that one year, 2022, 2023, Iga Swiatek went on like a 37-match win streak. No player has done that since. So Madison Keys, her 15-match win streak, as I said, ended yesterday, and I think Mirra's on like a 12-match win streak right now. So 37-match win streak. How the heck did Iga Swiatek pull that off? But super excited to see Iga Swiatek, our beloved Iga Swiatek from Poland, in the Miami Open starting on Tuesday. We'll see what happens. Right now, the qualifying rounds are happening right now. Miami Open from Sunday, Monday, and then that'll, I think, end. And then the main draw will happen on Tuesday. So it's really fun. It's really fun to see all these players in California, here in the United States, and then they'll switch over to Florida on the east side of the continent, if you will. So, hey, I know you have a lot of options on where you can watch your tennis analysis. If you're watching right here on Best Muscle Video, thank you so much. Please hit the subscribe button. There is a thanks button on the bottom right of the video player. Do you see that word thanks right there on YouTube, on your phone, or on your computer? Just hit that word thanks. You can send me money that way. Thank you so much for your support. It means so much. That thanks button works all around the world, especially in Poland and the United States. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Our beloved Iga Swiatek knocked out in the semifinals. Mirra Andreeva takes this one. Her coach, Conchita Martinez, doing an absolutely fantastic job, and they have a really interesting relationship. It's really neat to see how Mirra, last year at 16, from this year, 2025, at 17 years old, how the progression is gone there. So it's been really cool to see. Only 17, taking out a 26-year-old Sabalenka. Thank you so much for watching. Come right back here next week for the Miami Open. It's going to be so much fun. And yeah, Sunday afternoon, watching a little tennis, and the men's finals coming up later today. And that'll be an interesting one too. Carlos Alcaraz lost last night, so that was kind of sad to see. But Mirra, the queen of the desert, we'll see if she can defend her title in Indian Wells. Already thinking about it. Can she defend her Indian Wells title next year? We'll see. See you guys later. Talk to you later. Come right back here on Best Muscle Video all the time, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.